welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks from Guinea Titan, and we're here on Halluff, and I'm on the Lancen C, the tier 8 Swedish medium tank. We're on a tier 8 battle, and I'm going to head to the northwestern corner, so the so-called, it used to be the heavy tank corner, where all the heavy tanks used to go and battle it out back in the old days, but nowadays the meta has changed quite considerably in this game, and one never knows exactly what's going to happen. You're getting increasing numbers of people attempting to push the centre. Now, pushing the centre I think is a complete and utter waste of time. It just makes things very, very easy for tanks sitting on the ridgeline. I suppose the only thing that allows tanks to last so long is that so many light tanks. A lot of people play light tanks now, and not as many people play tank destroyers. So I wouldn't be sitting on the ridgeline in an IS. I'd be coming over here because the IS doesn't have a long range gun that makes shooting fast moving targets like AMX-12Ts any fun at all. It isn't even the best of fun on the Lancen C, which is not a terrible tank for this sort of thing. Ideally you want to be on tank destroyer. Now the Tiger 2 would actually be quite good at it. Again, bringing a Tiger 2 straight across, straight into the teeth of the enemy tanks. What a waste. Anyway, if you were going to sit in the back of the heavy, actually that would be... It's not the best use of it, but it's not the worst heavy for doing it. At least it's got a decent gun. Since she is just... didn't give enough lead. Annoyed myself there, but I got detected and... somebody's fired at me from the middle of the village. Probably not the guy that's being highlighted right now, because he looks like he's got enough to be down. Now, the enemy are not here in any great strength. Nobody's spotted too many of them, at least yet, but we have not pushed into the corner. And we have allowed a light tank to come across. Now, I wanted to get rid of that light tank. I reckoned I could out DPM him before the enemies that had got here in strength. My feeling was that so many of them had gone down and there was so many spotted along the ridgeline there can't actually be a whole lot here. But I need to get rid of this guy. But by tucking into the corner, the guys behind me are giving me cover against the IS-3 as long as they stay there. And if they stay there, they should outnumber anybody. The big problem usually occurs when they decide not to stay there. And then we have a Sinchi coming out, and he takes a shot. Now, we do some damage to him and wipe him out. I don't know what exactly he was thinking of doing. Now, I suppose he knew that this defile, or whatever you'd call it, little things in here in the rocks. Trinity turns out. Now, he is kind of focusing fire on the tanks behind me. One of them has decided to pull in, push the other side, which is the wrong thing to do in my opinion, because you're allowed two tanks here in the corner, but the Trinity's paying no attention to me, so I've got basically a free ride here, and we've managed to get rid of the Trinity, but my support behind us died. And we have nearly a full health IS-3 here to deal with. So the IS-3 comes out, and we now have to take a hit here, but we have a repair kit. Not going to reload to track him or anything like that, so let's try and get around him. I should be able to beat his turret rotation, which we do, and we haven't tracked the spot there, I think. Now, he's managed to get the gun around, but not catch up. And he's fired, so I decided to take the thing. Now, I pointed a little too low. I was trying to get a shot in over the road wheels. And RNG didn't help either because it fell short. Now, as I said, I have no skills in this tank, so I don't know when I'm detected right now, but I'm sure the A44 knows that I'm here. However, he's now caught between a rock and a hard place. He should have driven off as soon as he saw me coming and just taken the chance, but by staying there to try and enact a kill, it's cost him his tank. Well, it was going to cost him his tank anyway. The only question was he going to get the other tank that I think is a projectile that he was firing at. I'm not sure, it's another medium tank. I decided to come around behind the IS-3 because why not? He was trying to hold the corner. But I think the IS-3 obviously knew that I was doing. I was probably spotted when I started the move, and he just pushed in. Now I thought he might drive down the other side, but he didn't. He's actually turning there. So I kept going, and there is the other tank that was that targeted the attention of the A-44. And we come right around. IS-3 has actually kept going, I think, and he's been spotted. Yoho is coming up over the ridge line. I run slap bang into my ally, and we completely hinder our movements, so we can't have anything further to do. But the Yoho finishes off the IS-3. Very much top-down shot from an Yoho into the engine deck of the roof of the tank. I mean, with 30mm of armor, they weren't going to stop it. Either of it was HE. And we now go back of an IS-3. Won't get the second shot, and he's decided rather wisely to pull back. So, and he's taken another hit, so he's got what, about 300 hit points left. Oh, there's another target there. A Hellcat, full strength, full health, not been spotted before, I'd say. But in a fairly vulnerable position, and we're going to get rid of the... Well, we didn't get rid of the Hellcat, but he drove around the corner to avoid being shot at, probably exposing himself to all the tanks while doing so. And when they come around, there's the IS-3. We finish him off. Keep going, because artillery... I mean, I drove around the corner because I was kind of half expecting the artillery to be zoned in on that corner and to fire as soon as I appeared. And I'm still kind of half expecting the shot. However, we're going to keep moving forward because we're trying to acquire targets for our teammates, and if nothing else, I mean, if we don't get something to shoot at least show up where the enemy tanks are, because we have them pretty well surrounded. We outnumber them, and then there's the SU-130PM up on the ridgeline. I have to get rid of him if I can do anything else, so I pull back, he fires, and there's the artillery. So he's over there behind, and slightly to the right of that tree on the back of the ridgeline. I should be able to pull out again. The SU has pulled back, so now I'll fire into the main melee, affecting another IS, and we just keep reversing. Put the hell between us and the artillery, because the artillery is probably reloaded by now, easily reloaded by now. I was thinking of going around to the left, but then I thought, okay, there's somebody else already going around to the left, and it might be an obvious thing that artillery would be waiting for. Kind of an obvious move. So I pushed across this way, and I spotted the artillery, and I suspect strongly the artillery spotted me. I don't know that I was spotted, but I suspect strongly that I must have been, because of what happens next. I'm coming up here to try and sneak a shot at the artillery. I'm expecting the SU to be watching the guys that are chasing him, but he doesn't. He comes up the ridgeline and finishes me off. Which probably means that I was spotted earlier on. And he was already making that move, even as I was paying attention to the artillery. We've lost the tank that destroyed that tried to go in on top of the SU-100. I think he put a shot into the tracks. He didn't actually succeed in damaging it in any way. However, it is on low health, and we're still at number 2-1. However, it's too close, one not in a position to do anything, and one very far away. And we've lost another tank, so it's now only 3-1. Because that tank managed to kill the SU-130 before it died, which is good, because the artillery is not as capable in a direct tank role. It doesn't have the kind of hitting power that the SU-130 would have. So where does this leave us? Well, it's a nice money maker. We got 5 destroyed, just one short of the Top Gun. We got a high caliber. We got an ace tanker, 4,500 damage with high caliber, which is a decent amount of damage with this tank. But you can easily do 3k damage in this tank. Actually, we came number 1 by experience, 5 kills, and the other interesting thing there is that the was it 12? I think there's only 2. Yeah, 13 of the top kills, I think, came out of the top 4 players. Yeah, 13 of the top kills. Should have formed a platoon. Can you do a battlefield platoon zones under the current circumstances? I've no idea how you go about doing it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it interesting. And if you did, give it a like and a share. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.